Hey, what's up, guys? MurderofBirds here. Now, before I get into the actual breakdown and reaction for this trailer of RWBY, which is going to be so hype, I just wanted to bring you guys some news related in the RWBY verse. For those of you who do or don't, who aren't aware, Montium and Rooster Teeth has released the second official figurine in the RWBY set with Weiss Schnee. It came out today, and I'm very looking forward to picking it up. If you guys aren't aware, I actually bought the RWBY, the first figurine, the Ruby Rose figurine. If you guys can see, that is the box for it, and it's also displayed here. The Weiss Schnee figurine just came out. It looks very detailed. It looks really awesome, and I plan on picking that up this weekend, doing an unboxing for you guys if you want to check that out. If you guys are or aren't unaware, if you guys are or are not aware of it, I will also leave a link in the description if you guys want to check that out, get your own take on it, see it for yourself. But anyways, the second thing, obviously the main course of this video, is the RWBY Season 2, Volume 2, whatever you want to call it, intro trailer for the season. I found out about it today. I'm very excited to watch it, look at it, get my initial impressions, and then I'll go back and look at certain things and break down what I take from the trailer overall. So also, I will put a link in the description if you guys want to check that out. If you guys don't know where the link is, if you guys are wondering, so you guys can check that along with me. But I am starting at 6 seconds, and I will be counting down in 3, 2, 1, play. Alright, so Casey Lee Williams, Jeff Williams are back for the music. I'm so hyped. Alright, so you got RWBY and the 3 other girls. This music's hype. Animation looks a lot better. Oh, they're showing all the teams, the enemies, the creatures of Grimm. Holy shit. Team everyone falling from the sky. Yo, this music. Perfect tempo with this animation. Oh my gosh, action-packed. Wow, dude. Oh. I got like goosebumps right now. Oh my god. That was awesome. Very good. I'm so high. I like want to watch it again and again and again and again until the season comes out. RWBY, man, it's so awesome. The series is so freaking awesome. So that was it. Wow, it was a minute long. It felt so short, but it's like I feel like we got a million things if I go back and start the breakdown. But before I do the breakdown, I'm just going to give you my initial thoughts, impressions. Thank you. I'm so glad Casey Williams, Jeff Williams are back for the music side of RWBY. I feel like a reason why the series is so successful is because the music and the soundtrack and the scores are really on key, on point with certain scenes. Particularly this one, the tempo, the pacing of the music went very well with the action and the contents that we got. We got a lot of new content in terms of characters. I saw a bunch of new people in there. I'm going to go back and skim and, break down, what I take from each one. We got some Creatures of Grimm, which I've read the production diaries. I've watched the production diaries, and they have talked about how the second season is going to focus a lot more on the world of Remnant. Instead of, from season 1, it was basically getting to know the characters, getting to know the layout of Vale and, the school of Beacon. But season 2 is going to expand on the world of Remnant, get to see different regions, also learn a lot more about the Creatures of Grimm as well as the enemies at hand with Cinder, Torchwick, their whole plan with the dust and all that stuff. So I really like, and it was evident in this trailer as well. We're obviously going to get some new introductions of new characters, new adversaries, things like that. Animation has actually been stepped up a bit. I think from this trailer alone, the animation has already shown that it has really improved over the last season. And music's great. Obviously, animation is great. I'm just so hyped up for this. Like, I was already looking forward to season 2, but this trailer just hyped it up for me even more. And July can't come soon enough because that is when it is officially going to premiere. But I'm actually now going to go back, and I'm actually going to turn off the volume so I can hear myself. And I'm actually going to go back and I'm going to pretty much break down this video. So I'm starting again at 6 seconds. So it shows remnant, the scattered remains of the world. It shows a beacon in the background, which obviously emphasizes that, we're going to get a lot further into the world of remnant, not just sticking into the school. And then it shows RWBY here. I like the little particle effects it has on her cloak, and then you see Weiss, Blake, and Yang, and you show the white, black, and yellow for them. So awesome. And then it just breaks into, oh my gosh, this is so awesome. They're falling from the sky, and it shows Professor Ozpin. That's what I mean, like the animation right there with the gears coming down and setting into place. I feel like the animation has really been up and improved over whatever software they were using for Season 1. The Season 2 software is definitely kicking in. It's definitely paying off. This scene in particular, I like this scene right here with Jean and Pyrrha. It shows in this scene, Pyrrha's looking down, and it seems like she's really, she's down in the dumps over whatever, and it shows Jean put his hand on her shoulder to comfort her. This is very reciprocative of Season 1, the Season 1 opening. If you guys remember, the trailer showed Jean in that position, like, obviously he's being picked on, he's being bullied, he doesn't have his place there because he knows that he didn't truly earn acceptance into Beacon, and that was and he was down on himself, he was looking down, doubting himself, and then it showed Pyrrha put her hand on his shoulder, and now it seems like she's going to be going through something, and John's going to be there for her, just like she was there for him in Season 1. So I really like that particular scene from this trailer. I'm pretty sure a lot of other people can take that from it as well. And then we see the teams. We see Team Juniper with Lyren and Nora in the corner. Team Cardinal, a.k.a. Team Douchebag, which I really don't care much for them. I think they're the most conventional out of everyone here. They're pretty basic. This is where things get good. Sun Wukong's team. They look legit. It's a team of guys. They look legit as hell. Sun Wukong, we already know what he can do. We saw episode 16 of Season 1. Volume 1, whatever. He's really good hand-to-hand combat. He can use, his staff, which is really close, really deadly. He knows how to work around it. And then it turns into the shotgun nunchucks, which is bananas. It's ridiculous how creative the series has gotten to give him that type of ability, to give him that type of skill to use those. But we already know what he can do. And just by the fact that these guys are in his team, I feel like each one of them is going to bring something dynamic and completely ridiculous to the table. You got this guy in the corner here. He has the blue hair, the red shirt, and the black pants. He has a gun, a rifle on him. I'm guessing that's his weapon of choice, but I feel like I don't think it's just going to be as conventional as just a gun. It might transform into something else. I'm not entirely sure. Just getting it at a first glance. You got the second guy here with the green hair. He's kind of dark skinned. He has that long lab coat looking thing. And he looks kind of like a brawler. He has no weapons on him. He has his fists clenched. He's in that firm stance. And it looks like he's just like a really big tanky type of character. Looks like he's going to be working a lot more in hand-to-hand combat. Looks like he can take a lot of blows and deal a lot of damage as well. Moving on from there, we have this guy. He's got like his hair parted and it's red. He's got like a little cape looking thing going on. I don't really know what to say much about him other than his getup it's okay, but I'm not going to judge a book by its cover. Never sleep on any character, especially from the RWBY universe. Moving on from there, I'm going to freeze frame here. We have Velvet Scarpentina. Now, she was introduced in Season 1. She had a very minor role, but through the production diaries, her role is going to be a lot bigger in this season. The fact that she is on a team, number one. The second is that she was actually in a contest for her armor through thousands of fan art. Someone was actually chosen out of the fans to give her that type of armor. We don't know what her weapon is, but her teammates look legit. I'm going to start with this girl here. She looks like a badass. I'm going to say that right now. She has that type of beret, that like military beret hats that they wear, which tells me she's kind of like a spec ops or covert ops type of character. She looks very serious. She has high heel boots. She has like those pants. She's got mad pockets. She has a little purse that looks like has like ammunition on the lacing, and then it looks like more like an ammunition box. She looks very serious. She's wearing glasses. She has that firm stance. So I feel like maybe she might even be the team leader. I don't really know much about that, but it looks like she can deliver. She looks very serious, and she looks like she doesn't take shit from anyone. So moving on from there, we have this dark skin type of character. He's got orangish, reddish type of hair. He has gauntlets, much like Yang's. However, it spikes off and it goes up his elbow, which that looks kind of cool. Obviously, that's his weapon of choice. Wondering what type of advantage that's going to give him. Maybe like when he does combat, the blades on the edges can give him a little bit more of a melee type of advantage in combat. And then you have this guy in the corner here. He's got a pretty unique getup. That looks like a rifle on his back, which I'm not entirely sure. But this team looks pretty solid. Hopefully they get along great with each other. From there, we will move on to the most interesting, Penny's team. Now, Penny to me is very unorthodox. A lot of people in the community feel like she is not human, like she's kind of like an android or something like that. I think she is also inspired from Pinocchio because she actually has like those blades that are actually on strings, and it's kind of like she's like a puppet master, like she's controlling the swords with the strings. And she does a lot of unorthodox things. She doesn't talk normally. She doesn't react normally. And the fact that she looks like this really defenseless girl, and then she has like this crazy power inside of her, like we saw from season 1, it tells me that there's more to her than meets the eye. And I feel like it is that type of robotic, android-like mentality. And it's evident here. You see these 4 characters. You see the soldiers in the background. They have like this futuristic type of armor. You have like these stormtrooper-looking drones that are just chilling in the background. It looks like they really rely on technology in terms of, for their arsenal. You have these 2 characters on the side. Not much I can go off of other than they look very attentive. They look very proper, arms behind their back, attentive and ready. And Penny looks very timid and afraid, and she doesn't really look the part to be on this team with these other people. So I'm guessing this is the leader, the guy standing in the middle. That might have also been the guy that carried her, that drove her away in the first, at the end of season 1. You got the professors here: Goodwitch, Ooblock, Port, and Ozpin. So hopefully we get to see what they can do. That'd be pretty fresh to see these teachers fighting in some way. And then you have the adversaries. Cinderfall, obviously, she was at the first and last episode of the series. Roman Torchwick, we're no stranger to him. He's obviously in cahoots with the White Fang. He also, it demonstrated a little bit of a very good display of combat going up against Sun and Blake by himself. You see the accomplices of Cinder at the end of the episode. And then it also shows Junior here. He was in the trailer with Yang, so I don't know. Obviously, he's going to have a bigger role than he did previously. And then you have those twins. I don't really remember their names, but they also fought Yang in her trailer. So a lot of stuff is going down with new characters. Obviously, new characters for the Vital tournament that's coming up. Adversaries, obviously, Roman, Cinder, Junior, and these other accomplices as well. The Creatures of Grimm, it's obvious that the Creatures of Grimm are going to get a lot more screen time, I guess you would say, maybe learn about their origin and stuff. And then the trailer just breaks down. They all fall out of the sky. It looks sick. This part right here with Pyrrha just going 1v4 against Cardin Winchester's team, I feel like his team's going to get completely destroyed if it's Cardin versus Juniper. Just expressing this, obviously the Vital tournament is going to take part this season. And I'm very excited about it, especially with this sketchy type of action scene that we got. Cinderfall looking up at the starships. And right here, it shows combat with Team RWBY versus Cinder. I don't know if that's Cinder's team, because it has Cinder. Obviously, it's not the team. They're the main villains. But the male accomplice, he looks like he's more into like the melee genre. He's kicking and punching. And then here it shows Weiss going up against the girl accomplice, and she has like these dual blades, like these dual hook blades, which is pretty interesting to see. I would like to learn a little bit more about them. Blake going up against Roman Torchwick, which that's no surprise. She's already dealt with him before. And then RWBY going up against Cinder is very interesting. Interesting to me in terms of the development between RWBY, her past. Maybe it's any relation to Cinder and anything like that. I've read a lot of theories regarding Cinder, RWBY, and RWBY's mother. So so interested, so looking forward to this season. Animation looks great, music on point. I'm so glad that they're bringing back Casey Lee Williams and Jeff Williams to do the music for this anime. Just looking forward to everything. Character development, learning more about the world of Remnant, the Creatures of Grimm, their origin. Maybe we're going to get some new Creatures of Grimm, because we got a plethora of them in the first season. Obviously, the adversaries, learning more about maybe the trailers, the RWBY Weiss, Blake, and Yang trailer, maybe those will be put into the story because Junior is in effect. Junior and those two twins were obviously expressed in this trailer as well. But that's all I've got. This reaction was amazing. I'm like, I am hyped. Like, I really am hyped, but I'm trying to contain myself because I will literally fangirl all over the place because the RWBY is. I'm infatuated with RWBY. I collect the merchandise. I watch the anime. I have, you know, I'm looking forward to getting that Weiss figurine as well, and I'm going to also be doing reviews for the season 2 when it comes out in the summer. So that's something else that if you guys are interested in, you guys can check that out along with me. But it was awesome. Thank you guys for watching this. Tell me what your favorite parts were of this trailer, what you like about it, what you took from this trailer in terms of what you can expect from Season 2. You guys already heard my take. I'd like to hear yours. I'll get back to everybody. Also, be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys in the future. Take care.